Warning, this podcast contains mature content, including scenes or descriptions of graphic violence, sexuality, and psychological trauma. Listener discretion is advised.
The Rancor's Brothel presents Impossible Landscapes. A Delta Green campaign by Dennis Detweiler.
Let's move to the palace.
The city, the lake, its shadow, the battle.
Definitely did that. What comes after battle?
The party!
Sweet.
Probably at the palace.
Which is typically,
Alright, yeah, they got
party is typically
bed.
at the palace.
Beds and foods
But
and
in case we haven't actually encountered the battle, be vigilant.
Then let's find a taco truck. Hungry. Apparently we're all hungry, remember?
Don't remind us.
I didn't remind us. He did. I'm reminding you that he reminded us.
Waiting on you guys.
I will a taco truck.
to the palace.
To the palace.
Who's leading?
I don't know.
Probably not Frank. He's still kind of stumbling.
Yeah, we can.
too slow.
The two injured people can hang in the back. So
I'll head to the palace.
between you three.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll go second.
We don't necessarily need a marching order. It's just there are, like, as you move through, there are clear signs of, like, barricades that have been put up, roads that are blocked, walls that have been hastily erected. Like, it soon becomes very obvious that, like, even moving through buildings might be a more effective way to get around. Because, like I said, it's like you're in a Walking Dead war zone type situation. Troy.
Hi.
Make me a sand roll.
Pass.
Nice.
You maneuver around. Alertness rolls.
I moved all my dice. I shouldn't have moved all my dice.
Got it?
No. Pass.
That's a correct die. Got it.
Didn't get it.
As you move around and so on and so forth, Reggie continues to lead. He's like, yeah, I think we just have to turn left up here to get to the palace, and let's move through this courtyard. And like several, I'm not sure who notices it first. I think I heard Gideon say he passed first. But like maybe Gideon goes, wait, didn't we weren't we just in this square?
It should be that way.
Like, didn't we? And you all kind of look around and you're like, you're pretty sure you were here
Ha!
an hour ago.
Now who's following their own footsteps?
Start making X's with like chalk or something. Or some kind of like a rock or something. So we know we've been on this square before.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll start making marks so that I know I've ever been here before.
Sure. Continuing towards the palace.
What we assume is the palace, yeah.
Troy, make me another D100 roll.
Is navigate not a thing?
Yes, it is. 10 base 10, I think. 3.
Okay. You proceed. Your stomach's growl. You hop a fence.
Going to a party. They got food.
You move around. Lucas.
Yeah.
You look down. You're standing on an X.
We've been here before, guys. Let's go the other direction.
Hey, you want me to see if I can take over navigation?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you actually have points to navigate?
No, but I got really low sand.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how we found the room at the hotel boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Of course, I critically success. Damn it. 22.
You're falling again.
I mean, you
Under
want to
my
find it.
33.
Jeff, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Play a character tonight or something? You supposed to play a character tonight or just think?
I guess we'll see.
Okay.
You are moving around. You're maybe walking on what might have been a terrace of a cafe or something. When all of a sudden you hear fast-moving footsteps on cobblestone. Just someone running. Clip clop, clip clop.
Shotgun out.
You see a young man with an excellently waxed mustache and small square spectacles. Comes running around the corner. He's got a couple of bags in his hand. He's, go, 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 go. And he just starts shoving you guys like, go, go, go. He's trying to push you into the little cafe. Go, go, go. Hurry before they see us.
Are you?
Hurry, hurry. He just keeps shoving. Get in here.
They can't shove all of us.
He can't, but
I'll duck in the cafe.
Yeah, I'll let it happen.
we must be careful. Members of the uprising must always be careful. Please, get in. The forces of the king will be here. We must be careful.
Who are you
Here.
and what the f*** are you talking
Here,
about?
take this. And he hands you a bag. He shoves it literally into your hands.
Trick or treat. Yeah, I'll take the bag.
It's ticking.
I throw it.
He's like, no. Do you?
If I have a bag that's ticking, I'm not gonna hold it. Do I know? It sounds like a bomb.
Does it? Does it sound like a clock?
I mean, that's normally why bombs tick.
I guess that's true, but
Right. And so your realization is, I am possibly holding.
It's either that or it's a crocodile.
And your response is to throw
That's
it.
the other one.
Luck roll.
I worry about crocodiles in this game. High. 83.
You throw a very heavy bag, which slams against the wall, and the mustachioed man screams. What are you doing?
You handed me a bomb, you prick.
So your response was to throw it?
What am I supposed to do with it? Hold it and die?
No, you're supposed to take it to the palace.
First of all, time out.
He
Who
picks it up.
are
He
you?
picks it up and yeah, he shoves it at Spencer. Be very careful with this.
Slow down.
I grab him.
You need to fill us in. Why?
For the uprising.
Okay. Is
You
it
need these.
right?
He looks
Thank
at Gideon.
you.
Do you want one?
No, I'm
You
good.
see him slinging off more out of his bag.
No, thank you.
I grab him by the collar and say, who the are you and what is this uprising about?
How else? He's like, how else are we going to? How else are we going to survive? This
You're
tyranny
not-
cannot stand.
You're literally not answering my question. Who are you and what is with the uprising?
The king must be overthrown. You realize this, right? Like, this is what you're doing. This is why you're here. You're here to take that to the palace so they can cut the head off the snake.
I'm here to find a young girl.
does the uprising have a base of operations?
That's not how this works.
They should.
Take it to the palace. You know how to get to the palace, right?
What's your name?
We don't do
names.
What's your sign?
We're going to need to do names.
I got Jeff. I said, what's your sign?
Oh no, Flynn got me.
Okay.
You see you see him open up his bag and says, "You need to leave now.
How much time is on the clock?
Go to the palace. If you have to, if you need help, see Ambrose at the pier. Just go. Get out of here now.
Wait, Ambrose, that's a name that sounds familiar.
Get out of here."
So you can give other people's names, but not your own?
If you don't do names, then how's Ambrose a name?
You see him open the bag and go 6, 5, 4.
Gonna shove him outside of the cafe.
I'm gonna walk out
Yeah.
the cafe.
Anybody else?
Yeah, no, I'll leave. If he wants to kill himself, do whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to rush away from the cafe.
You hear as you rush out of the cafe, someone scream "Death to the king," and the entire building explodes.
Huh.
Get rid of that bomb. Just toss
I
it.
assume that I
Open up the bag and see how much time's on it.
thought that I was gonna leave it. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't want it.
Toss it. Get
I
rid
don't
of
think
it.
any of us want it.
Yeah, no,
It's ticking towards midnight.
How much time?
It just looks like an alarm that's set for midnight.
Oh,
Is there like a town square clock to see what time it is?
No.
Probably not one that functions.
yeah. I don't know that I love this idea of it having a set time when time is just here.
That's a fair point.
They could decide to be midnight
Dial it back.
anytime.
Just dial it back.
Could we will more time?
So far, we've
Can I-
been able to
can I
will
try?
most things.
Like when you roll back mileage on a car.
I'm going to step.
will about 4 more hours? I don't know.
yeah, I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna imagine the bomb in my head, and I'm gonna just imagine that it's 1 a.m. instead of midnight.
Okay.
I look at it.
It continues to tick down. Tick, 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 tick.
Or
tick,
just
tick,
get
tick.
rid of it completely.
Oh, what's the guy at the dock's name?
Ambrose.
Maybe he wants a bomb. Let's go talk to him. Maybe
I'm not against the idea of cutting the head off the snake.
I know.
We have
that's
been
why I haven't
completely powerless for so long, watching this thing consume people's lives. And I'll look at Thomas. Like if there's a chance that we could do something.
Yeah.
Do you have the chime and the spell? Do you have the chime and the spell?
No.
Different game. We won this last time with the chime and a spell. You won it.
Yeah, I'm running the game now.
Lost your though.
Cody almost took the king out to the pub down the street.
Yeah, we invite him to Nikki Blaine's. We'd have a good time. Then we just go home.
Yeah.
I've never been to Nikki Blaine's and not thrown up. He's going to throw up. And that's when we strike.
I'm not
You
saying
also,
we have
you
to
also don't like McAllister's because it gives you the runs, but you're the only person I know that happens to.
I'm not saying we have to babysit him afterwards. That's his
I have a
problem.
discerning gut.
If
Apparently.
he drinks too much, that's his fault.
Flynn,
Yes.
roll sand.
Why? Oh, he's making me roll. 15. I am killing it. Killing it. This is great.
You found Lucas's ex.
Well, if we need to get to the palace post haste, we may need a new strategy.
Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
Can't we just think we're at the palace and be there?
Let's just, yeah,
I mean, the palace is right here.
Yeah, it's right there.
just around that corner.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to go right through that building, and then on the other side is the palace.
Right. Yep.
Right,
Yes.
Reggie, right?
Sure.
Reggie
Imagine
is convicted.
Will that Adrian is a car.
I don't want to
No,
ride.
I want a reliable car.
I don't want to ride Adrian.
Wait, you're Adrian.
I know.
Call dibs on the trunk.
I wouldn't want to ride him.
You all proceed walking in another direction.
I know.
You move yourselves through more rubble. You suddenly find yourself in what appears to be like an abandoned artist studio. Like the front is all smashed out. It's filled with sculptures, painting tools, things in progress. Most of the place appears to be destroyed, as if someone came in and intentionally smashed all the artwork, all the statues. There's one statue left, a nude male that looks unbelievably gorgeous.
It's me.
It's just one of the most beautiful and lifelike sculptures that you've ever seen.
To get a sense of like the era or the style, or
It looks like, it would be something similar to like a Michelangelo,
Right.
the thinker, it's in a provocative pose, like not like sort of sexualized, but like something that where muscles have been flexed to define the body. You know what I mean?
it's more like Greek.
Yeah,
So tiny dick, because he's a man of the
Right.
head, man of the soul.
correct.
If it's Greek, yeah. If it's
Rolling D4 for
if
penis
it's Italian
size.
Renaissance,
Two.
it's actually lifelike.
Gotcha. But it looks,
If you're talking David, that's different.
like I said, it looks incredibly realistic. It's easily the most beautiful, most lifelike art any of you have ever seen.
And it's still fully intact.
It is the only piece in the entire gallery.
Well, we can't leave it here. We got to smash it like all the other stuff.
No, just leave it to you to touch
Completionist.
everything.
I would kind of look through the rubble and see the things that were destroyed. Were they also sculptures in this vein?
Hard to say. It's pieces of sculptures. You can find like pieces of faces and stuff, but you don't find much else.
Looking at the intact one, does it look familiar or anything at all?
No. Looks to be a relatively handsome young man, probably in his mid-20s. A real physical specimen.
Is there artwork such as paintings?
They've all been slashed. Like, yeah, there's paintings there, but like they've been...
But can we discern a style or anything from the paintings at all?
Not really, no. You don't happen to have an art skill, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do? What do you have?
Painting.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
What's your painting score?
5.
But he's got it.
Paint by numbers.
Roll me a D100.
Roll really low.
Just missed it.
When'd you roll?
52.
Oh,
No, you're not discerning anything. It definitely gives off a classical Greek or Renaissance style. You know what I mean? Since none of you have art skills, you don't really necessarily know the difference between those two.
My thought was the only other artist that we really know is Abby, and if this maybe looked like any of her stuff, because
You
we've seen
wouldn't
it
think
before. So,
Well, Thomas would probably recognize it.
That's also
so-
true. Did she wait? Oh, never mind. Good.
So can I approach the statue? Yeah. Can I? Yeah.
I was going to say, pull the lever. I'll tell you which lever. But
Okay, Kronk.
That's not a handle.
It gets hard.
It's already stone, Jeff.
it gets harder.
As I get closer, can I see what type of stone it is, or if there's a insignia or any sort of placard?
There is not. There's nothing on it. It almost looks like if it's on a work table. This isn't actually a display. It looks like it's in progress. It doesn't look unfinished. It definitely looks finished, but it looks as if it is in progress. Maybe not in progress. It's on a work table, I guess is the way I want to say that. I believe you were looking at the statue, the work in progress.
Yeah, I had to touch the shiny. Well, yeah. And I just wanted to see if anything happened. I'm freaked out by this place. I don't know.
You physically touched the shiny?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
As you reach out and touch the statue, it feels warm.
Okay. Cool.
Dex by 5, Mr. Wright.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 96.
Ooh.
So not great.
Why are you looking over at me and grinning?
I just seeing how you feel there, Jeff. You guys all hear a loud crash as the form falls off the table on top of Thomas Wright. 2 points of damage.
Oof.
There's a nude man now lying on top of you, Thomas,
Oh, always dreamed of it.
who sort of and he sort of stands up and like tries to cover himself up.
The statue?
Yeah. There's no statue.
Wait, who tries to get up and cover themselves up? The man that's on top
the
of it?
nude man.
The nude man
Yeah.
on top of Thomas Wright.
Oh, and be like,
He sort of turns his head around looking.
how long were you
Lucas
posted?
is out of the room, so I'll answer for him. He shoots him.
How long were you posting up there?
He's you hear him Anorak. Anorak. Where's Anorak? Has he gone to join the fighting?
We heard about Ambrose. You know Ambrose?
No, where's Anorak?
We got a bomb here. You want the bomb?
He like starts reaching I was posing and he like you see him like reach behind a some sort of cupboard or something. He starts pulling out some like, you know, kind of ragged clothes and he starts like pulling them on. Who are you? What are you doing in,
Dude, I
in
think
his
you got
workspace?
I think you got frozen in time, man. It's probably been like hundreds of years.
Who is Anorak?
He's
Obviously,
he's
the guy that
sculptor.
was sculpting this guy. He was his model.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes.
What'd you say about joining the uprising?
No, I think he's gone off to join the fighting. I've got to stop him.
Is that the same thing as the uprising? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I can't let him get hurt. He can't. I don't know what I'd do if he got hurt.
All right, well, come with us. We'll look for him together.
I'm sorry, I've got to go. And he starts.
Hold on. What's your name?
I'm Clark.
Clark. Okay. Not Ambrose.
I already asked him if he was Ambrosian. He didn't respond, so.
And he
Third cousin to Kevin.
correct. He takes off running out of the storefront and down the street.
Statue came to life and it
I figured
ran
it-
naked down the street.
I figured that was the case.
That one's for you, Flynn.
He's not picking up what you're putting down.
I know. It'll click.
He's always had a mannequin fantasy.
Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But someday.
I mean, when I heard Clark, I thought Superman, but I don't know if that was the case.
Sand roll, Flynn.
Why?
Because I asked for one.
Sand roll for Flynn or sand roll for his character?
Because you keep passing.
14.
Amazing.
I swear to God.
it.
Wow.
You lucky son bitch. The problem is when it
It's
actually,
gonna run out.
actually matters, it's gonna be
100%.
as soon as you see the king.
All right, so the palace
Oh,
was...
okay. I got it.
Did you?
Yeah. The story in King of the Yellow. The King in Yellow. Yeah.
I actually never read it.
It's very good.
Some of it.
I would say it's all very different. I think it's all
Most of it
solid.
is very good.
It's all solid, but in different ways.
So the palace was just around the corner, right?
Yep. Still concentrating on that, right?
Just making sure everyone's agreeing.
Right out there.
Right around
Clark's
the corner.
naked ass went that way, and the palace is there.
Roll sand, Daniel.
Don't look at my sand. I want you to know when I go crazy.
Keep my sand
Pass.
out your f***ing mouth.
Never mind.
You guys continue moving around the cobbled streets of Yhtill.
Making our way downtown.
You haven't found Lucas's ex again yet.
I like how nobody knows how to pronounce any of these words. You and I pronounce everything different in this game, in these games.
Right. Because you're wrong.
Say one's right, one's wrong.
I think it's right around that corner for sure.
Roll sand.
93.
Probably not a pass.
Thomas Wright pushes his way into an apartment building. Looks like you can clear a path through the apartment building, and you can get like into the back. And you, like I said, you've kind of been moving in and out, and you're like opening doors because people's doors are just like set off their hinges or whatever. And you open a door to an apartment. And when you open this door, you see streaks of blood all over the floor,
Oh, okay.
and you hear movement.
So I'll initially back out of the doorway and I'll kind of turn towards them and kind of tell them to stop. Can I from outside the apartment listen? What do I hear?
You hear some moving about. You hear what sounds like the sounds of pots and pans and a child laughing.
It's always fun.
And I saw blood.
Big streak of it on the floor. Hello? Is someone there?
I hold my breath. I don't move.
Do we all hear that?
It's a male's voice. Sounds slightly muffled.
Think there's a hostage in there.
You phone the resistance?
Uprising.
Whatever.
It's not safe outside. Please come in.
We got a bomb. Are you Ambrose?
Jesus.
You can't be out in the hallway talking about such things. Come inside.
Can you tell us why we should trust you?
The line I want to use that I can't.
Smells good in there. Somebody's
Okay.
making food.
Last time something smelled good, we had to fight an undead horse.
Can I just
That's a
poke
game
my
that's
head
never aired yet.
in and see what do I see? Do I see the source of the voice?
You don't, but you do. You hear the sound of a child playing. You can hear like blocks or toys or something being clacked together. You can clearly hear the sounds of like the sink running. You can hear running water. You can hear like maybe boiling water. The sounds of like someone banging pots and pans together as if something is being made. It smells like delicious warm baked bread.
There's red flags all about this room. We should not
It's
go.
all too good. Yeah, let's go.
Back out.
You can see through the far side the palace through the windows of this apartment.
Are the windows open?
So let's go around it.
Are the windows open?
I don't think that's how this freaking place works, man.
It's not how anything works in this city.
Oh, God dang it. So I see the palace.
The only way out is through.
Yep.
I go on like this, blinders on, just walk through the window.
Yeah, I'll step in when I see the palace.
Okay. You step on in. Hello. Please close the door behind you. Annette almost has dinner done. If you're hungry.
Don't care. Just going to the palace. Going out your window, bro.
That's okay. That's what you want to do.
Yep.
You hear
See
it.
you later.
We still haven't seen the source of the voice.
Stay frosty.
I mean, he was talking about basically covering his eyes, so I wasn't sure what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm just hesitantly starting to move through the house, just head on a mother swivel.
Yeah, you could see. It looks to be a thin woman. Is clearly with her back to you. Cooking. She got like a potato sack on her head.
I will the window to be a door that's open.
Lucas, alertness roll.
Yes.
Your foot strikes something soft, and you hear a kid giggle.
Keep walking. Sorry, little bro. Got my blinders on.
You see, Spencer, a man approaches us. Welcome to our home. My name is Lamarck, and you see a man walk around the corner and extend his hand.
Like a normal looking man.
We haven't gotten that far yet. Roll sand.
Nope.
Spencer, you're probably good.
Blinders,
Are you
dude.
adapted to violence?
Blinders.
I passed. Am I adapted to violence? Yeah.
And everyone can make a
Sand check.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Even with the blinders up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What if I didn't go inside the door?
Now I failed.
Perfect.
Pass.
Of course.
Did I have to go inside
Pass.
the door?
D4.
Pass on a D4.
No, you take a D4 if you fail.
That'll do.
Wow.
So a D4 on a pass is bad.
Franky didn't want to go in the room.
Well, then you're outside the building by yourself. Good luck, bro.
I'm in the hallway.
What you see, Spencer, as Thomas Wright, he sees someone come around the corner, a man come to shake his hand, wearing just sort of a nice sort of
Let him play the character. He's been here all night. Fuck.
button-up shirt.
I'm all good.
They probably got plans for him.
A button-up shirt, everything looks fine, except there's an awful lot of blood on that shirt. He's wearing a potato sack over his head. Part of the potato sack is really covered in gore, and there's one little hole in the sack on the opposite side of the gore, and you could just smell it over the baking bread. But the whole room smells like gunpowder. Daniel, the woman steps out into the, sort of kind of looks out at you. Same thing. Bag overhead, gunshot hole, blood. Tea? She offers you a mug of tea. Lucas, you bend down to see the toddler. The sack is much bigger, so it covers more than the head, but also part of the torso.
Tell me what I do.
You are alerted to the presence of the child.
I got my blinders on. I tripped over a child.
Please, would you sit down to eat? I'm sorry, someone has knocked the table all akimbo. And you can see that there is a massive 3 swirls of blood where the chairs have been tipped over. You see him sort of pick them up and set up the chairs. I don't have enough chairs, but if you'd like to sit, dinner should be done any time.
You
Does
still
my
see the
hunger outweigh my fear?
palace through the window.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
I'm gonna just basically start walking to the window and like gonna climb out the window.
Same
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. I'm ignoring these people.
I mean, there's a okay, sure. Feel free if that's the easiest route you'd like to leave our house. Go right ahead.
Do you have a back door?
That goes to the palace?
Yeah, and he says go down the hall and second door on the right.
Yeah, I'm going.
Use
out
the window.
Yeah, I'm going right out that window.
All right, you all begin to climb down the terrace, the street below.
Yeah, it's happening.
That's fine.
They lean out the window and watch you go. I hope you'll come back to visit.
Should have left that bomb there.
What's
Wait,
that?
Should have left that bomb there.
Wave bye, Bassar. And he holds up the infant.
Bulbasaur.
And you see a little hand wave.
What an exotic name.
It's my favorite Pokemon.
That's old school, though.
Franky's climbing back up. Wait a minute.
That's how you know you were a 90s kid. When your favorite Pokemon's Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Mine's Raichu. Another.
I was always a
Jim.
Mewtwo kid.
Lucas.
Same.
Sandra.
I always watch Digimon, so
Oh my god.
Get the out of this table right now.
Digimon
You're
was
no
definitely
longer
superior
welcome.
show.
Hipster.
yeah, it was a better
It
show.
was superior
Sandra,
show.
Lucas.
Jesus. Just barely failed. Sorry, just barely failed.
Got it.
What's the loss?
I got it.
Okay.
You climb down the terrace. You start moving across the street. The air is cloying. It's starting to smell more like gunpowder and artillery fire, and for those of you who would know the smell, blood and death. You sort of make your way around. You come across an apartment that has been destroyed by some sort of violent explosion from the exterior. Windows are blown in, curtains flap in the wind. The paint is sort of slashed away by tracer fire and weapons fire. Glass is all over the floor. You see 3 men in garish red military uniforms sprawled around a sandbagged machine gun nest. They are not moving.
Are they?
For anyone who would know this, they are manning a Madsen light machine gun, and there are what appear to be at least 4 boxes of ammunition.
Are they sitting, standing, laying down?
It looks like some sort of impact blew them back. They're all kind of like laying on the sandbags.
Sneak up, get those guns.
It's a pretty
Sneak up
big
and steal
gun.
those uniforms.
Do the red uniforms look familiar? Like one I've
They
worn?
do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I still have that uniform.
Well, didn't you say?
No.
Didn't you say that they had light machine guns too?
No. It is a Madsen light machine gun. This is like a
okay.
mounted,
Got it.
turreted.
Oh yeah, that's
Belt-fed.
that's a big gun.
Yeah. No.
That's a 2-person if you want to carry it
Like
gun.
Master Chief could carry it by himself, but he's about the only one.
right. No. This is definitely a machine gun nest that this.
I'll
apartment
give
was
you
used for.
I forgot his name from Gears of War.
Marcus?
Shit. Yeah,
Marcus?
Marcus from Gears of War. I'll give you that.
I just became
He's a big
adapted
dude.
to violence
Oh,
with that
okay.
last one. So I lose charisma 1 and lose from bonds, but I no longer have any.
You're all right. It's fine. It's all fine, Flynn. You don't even
Yeah.
feel bad about it.
If you don't have any, you can't lose from bonds.
You know what's a great? You know what
Your
the great?
bonds are dead at this point. You don't even know it.
You want to know the great thing about having 3 characters? You get to keep making more bonds. You never run out.
More fun.
You know what? The
names.
lake's that way.
Oh,
Go swimming.
no, I am going to go to the palace. It's right there.
So yeah, you can see that. Yeah, no, the palace is right past the machine gun nest.
As it should be.
Yeah, you just move right past these bodies and their mounted machine gun.
Do they do these are these bodies carrying any other firearms?
It's hard to say.
Probably not
I mean,
close enough.
you would need to go and inspect them.
I do want to sneak up and inspect them.
What would you like to do to inspect them? Some sort of roll or
Search or alertness, right? Search, probably. I want to search a body.
I got search. I got criminology.
could go with
I'm also forensic.
what's your alertness score, Daniel? Since you talked-
56. Although I haven't increased it because it was check mark after last session.
You start looking at it, and Franky, you realize that
57.
Yeah.
chill. Hold on.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
You start sneaking over there because you want to search and see if they have anything. You look and notice that one of them is still breathing. The one on the left.
Does he look like he's in pain?
I mean, yeah, no, he's got gunshot wounds, but you could tell he's breathing very shallowly and evenly. Very shallowly. What's your first aid score, Lucas?
53.
At an elbow from Franky, Adrian looks over there. That man is most likely conscious.
I was just going to smother and put him out of his misery. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this.
I'd rather go to him and interrogate him.
You're not probably not going to get much out of him.
Well, can I roll first aid on him to help him? Is that a thing?
You could walk right up to him and roll first aid if you like.
51 out of 53.
Before that,
It's a D4 if that matters for you.
as Adrian approaches, the man suddenly sits up and raises the gun that he had under his hip and screams some sort of battle cry, and shoots right past your ear.
And I drop to knees and I hold up like bandages and I say, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you.
He appears to be tracking you with the gun.
I'm going to punch the
Anybody
guy.
else? Unarmed combat?
That's my first.
I'm trying to help the dude.
Scared me.
Let him shoot you. I don't go.
Okay, well, he popped up with a gun, freaked me out, so I'm going to...
Pull out my gun.
It's 8.
Roll me some damage.
Decent.
We're just 1d4, right? -1?
I think so, yeah.
Unarmed, yeah.
It's a minus, yeah.
Well, you got a minus on your character?
No, I don't think so. For some reason, I thought melee was just...
No, I don't think it's always a minus. It's based on your strength. My melee or unarmed is a +1.
Yeah, because your size.
What's your size?
Small. Not big.
Okay.
Oh!
So 3.
I don't know, is it -1?
You do the math on your own character.
Okay, well, it's 4.
He goes, Franky runs up and cracks this guy right in the head. And when he goes down, he hits the machine gun. And you hear a loud snap. And you see him just sort of grinning, blood running from his nose and from his lips, just staring at you.
Are you dead then?
Oh, yeah.
I had like a bandage, dude, and you just really it up.
He pulled a gun on me, man.
Yeah, no, he shot between us both.
And it scared me.
I'm with Franky on this one. That guy.
You're clearly not military minded.
Yeah, you are definitely right.
Yes, correct.
Maybe you should go back to the lowlifes that live in New York.
I'm not from New York.
You see a man wounded, you let him shoot you.
I wanted to go.
Respectful.
Are you from the Cleveland Mafia?
I've been trying to go home. Okay, I'm from out west, man. We're trying to go home, and every time I try to go home, I end up in some other
Okay.
Wait, where is your character from?
I don't even know, somewhere out west.
Are
I
you
didn't
moving
actually-
through the machine gun nest, or are you
I am.
sticking around? Okay.
It's mostly Midwest, West Side.
You're starting to notice that you've moved out of places where buildings are intact into more of like a war zone. There are toppled barricades, barbed wire, crates, parked trucks, sawhorses. You're starting to see small banners and flags. You hear the distant hollow pops of gunfire, punctuated by the dull echoing booms of artillery.
Can I look at the bomb?
Yeah.
Has anything changed with the clock or?
Still ticking towards midnight. Sand roll.
I'm good, bro. 11. It's just a bomb.
An active bomb.
Just a heavy clock. That's all it is.
Fine.
Monstrous clock.
Just a clock strapped to 12 pieces of
Can you
dynamite.
please insert Ghost's monstrous clock here?
You hear movement from down the road.
There are guns available in that machine gun nest.
They had a handful of pistols.
All right, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Check the.
It's a Steer
The
model
load.
1907. STEYR.
What was the name of the machine gun again?
It was a Madsen light machine gun.
Did the guy that take a shot of us, did he have a pistol too?
Yeah.
There are clips there.
You probably got 8 or 10 shots.
Okay.
You know, nothing. But you hear a lot of people yelling and screaming.
All right.
I'll pick up one of those guns too. There's plenty to go around.
I think the Madsen is. I don't know. It's like small enough that we might be able to carry this guy.
Take it off the mount.
Yeah. No, I see. Yeah. No, yeah, you can take it off the mount. Like this, I see a dude on Google Images like holding it up like this.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, but I know what you're
That's
saying.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you can. 4 boxes of ammunition is really heavy, but you can.
You know what? I'm volunteering us, not me, because my old ass is not carrying this light.
You're
machine
also
gun.
carrying the bomb.
Yeah, that's true. So if you, yeah.
Does anybody speak German?
9.
You hear people
No.
screaming in German coming from down the road.
We're not going down the road. We're going to the palace.
Yeah, you gotta keep crossing roads and stuff.
But not this road. We're going to the palace.
Okay. You could run out and head down towards the palace.
Can we like tuck into some rubble and try to just kind of dodge from ruin to ruin sort of thing? Like,
Yeah, it makes
like at this point, like
Yeah, I like that.
getting out of the way, out of this nest
Sure.
into some rubble would be.
Need
Love
some
it.
sort of roll. Some sort of stealth roll or a navigate roll from somebody, something.
Keep saying ones that I'm better at.
Well, bureaucracy's not going to help you out very much, unfortunately. As you're kind of standing around trying to figure out what to do, you can see some young-looking soldiers with light machine guns, kind of not at the ready, but slung around their shoulders. They appear to be pushing several malnourished individuals in front of them and screaming at them in German.
So how
You see, one of them is carrying a lot of rope.
how far away from us are they?
Like down the street a little bit. They're heading towards like maybe a city center or a small square.
And there's just 2 soldiers.
No, there's 6 soldiers. They're pushing 2 boys ahead of them.
Part of me just wants to unload the machine gun on them, but there's no point in this crazy place.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's not real because it's real, but it's
already happened. It's
gonna
happening. It's
happen
going to happen
again.
again. Yeah.
like we save them now, they're just gonna die again and again.
One of them begins. One of the ones with the submachine gun begins screaming something in German as 2 others begin taking the rope and throwing it over the nearest lamppost.
Let's go.
We can't take 6 of these guys anyways.
Yeah, let's
No, we can't.
tuck through some ruins and let's get to the palace.
Some sort of stealth or something.
I mean, do we just want them from one person or everybody?
Yeah, everybody can roll. I'm sure the critical failure
Stealth?
won't go poorly.
Stealth? My stealth.
There's a regular failure.
Regular failure for me.
Regular failure for me.
I don't want to roll it.
Wait, what constitutes a critical fail in this game?
If the ones in the tens place are the same number and it's a failure.
11, 22, 33, 44, 55. If it's failure and it's one of those numbers.
What'd you
then
roll?
it's-
72.
Oh, you're fine.
So 77 would have been crit fail for you.
Nope.
I passed the stealth roll.
Nice.
What is your stealth?
30.
Mine's base. Sorry.
You start hearing some yelling in German from behind you.
We need to start moving. Yeah.
Fucking looking it.
Booking it.
Dex by 5 rolls for folks who didn't make the stealth roll. They'll see you.
15 under
That's a good roll.
something. 60.
Pass.
5.
Nice.
Appropriately, I rolled a 70.
Is that
Out
your
of?
age?
Yeah, it might be.
What's your dex, though?
Dex by 5.
Yeah, 50. Yeah. Yeah.
Submachine gun fire lights up the street. It takes Thomas Wright a second to get around the corner, but it just pings above your head and stone and stuff come flying down. Sand roll, Flynn.
Oh, critical fail.
You get around the corner, and you all see you see there is a gut shot soldier in a black uniform with a fez sprawled in the middle of the road. He's got a bolt action rifle just out of reach. As you kind of turn the corner and look, you hear a crack of a rifle, and something patings off the ground not very far away from him, as if it was a sniper shot or something.
This is the battle.
Yeah.
He sort of like rolls over and like is trying to drag himself on the ground, leaving a blood trail.
What's beyond him?
You've kind of come to like an open space. So I mean, it's great advantageous sniper fire from wherever that sniper is.
But what do I see? The palace? Do I see ruins?
Yeah, the palace is definitely down the road.
You gonna roll that twister dice?
I
Piece
did.
of
You keep asking, it keeps being there.
And we didn't have a chance to see where this shot came from.
No. I mean, it's in an upper building somewhere nearby. There are lots of sight lines here. Another shot rings out.
From the sniper or the people pursuing us?
No, this is definitely a sniper fire.
So he's still shooting at the dude on the ground?
Correct.
Can we try to get a look to see where this is coming from? I kind of lick my finger and feel which way the wind's blowing.
I'm gonna count the seconds between shots.
Okay, so you're waiting for another shot?
Yeah.
A shot rings out maybe 10 seconds later and plunks that guy again. It seems to get him in the arm, and you hear, ah!
Okay, I'm booking it.
So you think he's just got like a single bolt action?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm following him.
You're going to follow him. Okay. How do I do that?
Chase rules?
No. Luck rolls.
All of us?
No, just the two that went out there. Now, call it first before you roll,
Oh yeah, good. Low.
but don't roll yet. Okay, so you're going to go low.
I'm gonna go high.
Okay. I'm going to add 20% to the possibility of the roll because there are two of you now. So now he's got 3 different shots. Does that make sense?
But clarify.
Kind of.
Clarify that.
Okay. Your under is now 70 or less.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Your high is now 30 or more.
Oh, that's actually decent.
Yeah, because now he has 3 targets instead of 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense.
If one of you had just rolled, it would have been a luck roll.
Wow, I failed.
61.
A big chunk of stone or something, you feel the whiz go right past you as there's a damn hole the size of a golf ball in the wall behind you. The guy reaches his hand out to both of you as you come running around the corner.
Sorry.
Can I pick up his gun as I
Yeah.
go past? Yeah.
He starts screaming at you in some language you don't necessarily comprehend. Where are you going then if you're not going to him? Where are you?
Just whatever is.
We're just trying to get past the death
there was
trap.
no description other than the palace is somewhere over there. I assume there's more buildings.
There are more buildings. Yeah.
So yeah, 2 buildings.
So you just run right past the
Just
fallen soldier.
booking, past this open area to
Okay.
the next building.
Anybody else taking any action?
I sort of wait for the next shot, and then I'd run after them.
Yep, same.
Spencer, you're slightly slower. Make me another luck roll.
High. 9.
Not very high.
No, not very high at all.
Another shot goes whizzing past Thomas Wright.
We're talking sniper shots? Or are we talking like
Yes.
big gun?
I mean, big sniper.
Thankfully, like World War I sniper, so not as accurate.
So
World
it's
War
bolt-
II sniper.
Yeah, bolt action. Take some time, I
The
suppose.
guy's pretty accurate. I've rolled pretty thus far.
It doesn't take but a second or 3 to reload a bolt action.
If you're good.
So you're
Yeah,
running
like a
down the road
sniper.
after this next shot?
Yes.
Running down the road, Lucas?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Follow.
Guess I'm gonna try to give some covering fire. I
In between
guess.
shots. Boom, boom, go.
Try to like shoot back at the guy.
Okay. Make a luck roll, Daniel.
We're gonna go say, look, that is high.
I don't know.
If you were wearing a hat, he blew it clean off your head.
I don't think I was wearing a hat. I probably lost out when I got hit by the cop car.
Sorry, I chuckled a little when you rolled dice and you went oh, and it got me for some reason. You're the person on this podcast that rolls dice the hardest.
I want people to hear the dice rolling, so they know we're doing something.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Audio immersion.
I want them to know we're actually playing a game here.
You're immersed into the dice. It's great.
You all go running past and take a turn. You hear another crack as you turn down the corner as the sniper continues to take pot shots. Daniel, make me a sand roll.
Oh. Fail.
Okay. You come across a large open field. Not a large open field, I guess I should say. An open space. It's like a massive battleground almost. There are barricades, discarded tanks, impassable rubble. You see dozens of bodies in 3 or 4 different types of uniforms scattered across this battlefield. You see the red piping, you see the black uniforms that you saw before with the fezzes, you see what looks like World War II uniforms for Americans. You also see some Nazi uniforms. Like, there are at least 4 or 5 different types of troop dead on this battlefield. There are craters from artillery. The chatter of machine guns and the rifles and the popping of rifles fill the air nonstop. They seem to come from this huge L-shaped building in the center of the destruction. The ground is subsumed in choking smoke of cordite, explosions, and burning bodies. The palace hovers above it all, as huge as ever in the background.
When we got to the other side, was it still dark out? Was it still nighttime? The other side of the lake?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
It is still night.
Are there still
Okay.
2 moons?
Yes.
Are they in the same position?
Probably hard to tell. Yeah,
Man, I wouldn't think it'd be that hard to tell. It's been probably, well, I guess it depends on how much time it's been.
it's true. And how well we've kept track of direction.
And what time is?
It's a construct.
Yeah.
Getting it, guys.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out.
Time isn't real here.
If time's even moving
Nope,
here.
not at all.
Well, time's got to be moving somewhere because that bomb blew up in 5 seconds, so...
There are no clocks other than the bomb that we know of.
Well, right, I'm talking about the bomb that the guy blew himself up with obviously had a countdown.
Can't
so-
say bomb on a demi-plane.
That's pretty good.
That was.
That's
That's
good.
not bad. Not bad.
Man,
Thank you.
Lucas got one.
I've been working on something all night. I was like, I get somebody with something.
It looks kind of like almost like a tractor factory or something.
This building. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the shots are coming from.
Yeah, no, there are shots coming from all around, like shots coming out of the building, shots coming over the building, artillery blowing up, but you can kind of see like a nice throughway where they would drive the vehicles, and you can see the palace right on the other side.
How far, roughly, to this building?
You feel like a couple of decent sprints would get you there.
A lot of smoke along the ground, though, you said?
Yes.
We hauling or crawling?
We're always hauling.
Holland.
If we're crawling, we're dead.
I mean, if it's an open field and if it doesn't have very
Yeah.
tall close grass, we can't really...
If there's nothing to hide behind, you're hauling it.
Well, he said there's
Zigzag
smoke
pattern.
everywhere along
Zigzag
the ground.
pattern.
He's got a point. Yeah, we might draw unwanted attention and bullets. We can avoid that.
But there's no cover, right?
But it's fog.
Smoke and fog.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I mean, we'll
Anybody
be...
have military experience?
Adrian.
I mean,
Military science?
The guy who showed up with
Oh,
grenades in his trunk.
He's
would
long
that be
dead.
under...
Oh,
Military
that was
science?
Yeah.
someone else.
Oh, military science. Yeah, that's nothing. Sorry. No.
Damn it.
Took him an awful long consultation of that sheet to read no number there.
No, I didn't realize it was his own thing. Sorry.
Troy, you
I was
don't
looking
have
at
military do you?
science itself, and I was like, no, I got biology and chemistry. That doesn't help.
Biologically, you know it would be bad to be shot on this battlefield.
That's a fair assumption for anyone.
I don't have.
You don't even have to roll for that.
Yeah, no, I think
Man,
that's fucking logic.
look at that.
Chemically, you know that gunpowder explosions behind bullets make them go really fast.
Yeah,
You didn't have to roll for that one either.
You don't
Man.
know how fast, though. You don't know physics.
No, I'm not a physics guy. I'm just forensics and.
Somewhere faster than walking, but slower than the speed of light. Give or take.
Sure.
Faster than we
Bullets
can run.
go ow.
Faster than we can run and crawl.
Survival?
I'd let you roll survival. That's
call.
a fair call.
Look at you go.
A 3.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
You get the sense that sprinting rather than crawling makes it less likely that you will be. You might attract attention, but it's going to be a lot harder to get a beat on you with tracer fire.
Yeah, that was my assumption. Run when you can, hide when you can't. If that makes any sense.
We're gonna do something real dumb.
Zigzag pattern.
You did serpentine.
Yeah, exactly. Serpentine. Wait, what is that from?
Lost World, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's Will Ferrell in the Dinosaurs or something.
I thought it was
like
a gunshot, a gunfire film.
Just don't pull Jack Black.
It's lost on me. You talking Jumanji?
Yeah, no, I just say we book it.
Yep, let's book it. Haul it.
that. Land of the Lost.
Is it what it is?
Running?
Running.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel?
Yes.
Sand rolls.
Success.
Pass.
Fail.
Fail.
Franky and Adrian, you both take off running. You trip in a crater from mortar fire. You start crawling out. You begin moving. The other three of you are serpentining. You're making it across as tracer fire and explosions occur all around you.
Making ourselves larger than the bear.
Shaking a can of pennies.
I got jars. Bottles, I guess. Whatever.
You each lose 1 sand.
Okay. As What causes the sand loss? Is the question.
Roll sand, everybody.
Well,
It'll click sooner or later.
we lost sand for passing.
That's what. Yeah, I'm trying to figure.
Fail.
Oh, okay.
Fail.
Yes, if you haven't noticed, we want to fail these sailing rolls to know where we're going.
Some of them, yeah.
All of them.
Did you pass or fail?
I failed.
Okay.
Did you mean
I just
all
want
to roll again?
Yes.
Exactly. You want to fail a sand roll to get to the palace. It's been the point of this the whole time.
Fail.
Every time we've passed a sand roll, we've found the X again.
Oh, are we rolling again?
Yeah.
But you guys are gonna take sand loss for it.
Pass.
It's real hard getting out of that crater. You get out of that crater and you suddenly find yourself in a maze of boxes. As you sprint across, the three of you get into the tractor factory and undercover. Idea roll, Troy.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea roll after the sand roll is usually the worst thing.
You can help.
I can help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With-
Uncle Sam wants you, man.
No, you did that. You chose that. You influenced that. You can help.
Sure.
You want to help?
Sure. Yeah.
Roll sand.
You done started World War II. You did it.
Crit success?
Lose 2 sand. Lucas finds himself in a maze of boxes. Lucas, make a luck roll.
Okay. Let's go high. 87.
Okay. That shell miraculously hits several boxes of rows behind you when it blows up. Shrapnel goes everywhere, but you're fine. Sand rolls for the two of you still running.
Fail.
Pass.
Do you want to try and help again?
Just say you failed. Jesus Christ. Sure.
Okay.
I only fudge dice rolls when I'm a GM.
Failed.
It's as if that crater that Adrian started to trip in just wasn't as much of a problem anymore. And he's up and sprinting across this field. Lucas, make sand roll.
Went from laying down to running upright.
Fail.
Woo! You come sprinting into the tractor factory.
What is that? 4 rolls before I failed?
Wait, did I not make it to the factory yet?
Yeah, you got that
Oh,
last
okay.
round.
You got an 87.
Well, he didn't tell me I made it there, so that's why I was confused.
Off, you're fine.
I could have been somewhere else.
As you move through the tractor factory, you find yourself no longer in the war zone of sorts. It's quieter here. The palace is even larger. The sounds of gunfire fade. The streets are quiet and clean. You can actually see people moving on the streets in the distance. You can smell chimney, smoke. Folks clearly live here. Trash is stacked in tidy piles at crossroads and at corners. You see 3 large buildings. What appears to be some sort of factory, what appears to be some sort of art gallery, and then the palace in the distance. They all seem to be within a quick walk of here.
6 black dragons.
For everybody except for Thomas, make sand roll.
Pass. Barely.
Fail.
Fail.
1 if you fail. The sort of factory building sits off of a pier, and it has a strange looking something built on top. It's hard to tell from here, but you realize looking at it that you're not standing at quite the right angle, but if you move down the road towards the pier and angled a little bit, it is the exact angle and building that is pictured on the postcard from Abby.
Neat.
Where do you want to go?
You mentioned the pier.
Wait.
The
Ambrose.
mhm.
Yeah, we gotta give him the bomb.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Okay.
How populous is it?
You can see people moving in the distance, like, I don't know, 20, 30 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly kind of covered up. They've got their, coats up around their necks. They don't appear to glance at you or talk to you, but at least unlike the ghost town or sort of the war zone filled with soldiers, this is much less trafficked.
All right. So do we go to the pier, talk to Ambrose, follow that lead, or you have something else in mind? What comes after the battle, the party?
Think so.
I don't know if this uprising is gonna do anything good for us in the long run.
I don't either.
Yeah, we don't even have anybody's names, so who gives a
We got Ambrose.
other than Ambrose?
I'm just thinking this bomb is a liability,
Yeah.
and maybe Ambrose can take that liability off our hands,
Or he's gonna
or
try
could
to
just
give us
escalate
more.
it. Yeah.
He might just tell us where to plant it. let's go to the.
Does anyone else want to carry the bomb?
No. Let's just go to the dude, talk to him, see what he wants.
Yeah.
Pawn it off if we can. We have other desires and plans at this point. The bomb is the least of our concern. We need to get your daughter and go home.
Amen to that.
So you're heading towards the pier.
Yeah.
And searching for someone named Ambrose.
It's a huge wooden building that juts. The pier kind of juts out over the lake. Obviously, that's how piers work. It looks like an old, 19th century boardwalk mall, peeling white and red paint.
Do you dock on a pier or do you park on a pier?
Are you arriving via car or boat?
You dock at the train station.
It's a callback. Never mind.
As you get closer, you realize that the thing on the top of this factory is the size of almost a small house. It looks like a massive merry-go-round. It has wooden painted horses. It also looks partially like an orrery, which I had to Google. They're really cool. I want an orrery now. It's like the mechanical versions of the solar system.
Oh, yeah.
You can see bronze faces that peer out of the sides of the device. Steam appears to be coming off of it.
That's some satanic.
40-10 lightning damage.
But as you move forward, you can see that the doors to the factory itself are open. You can hear noises coming from within, and you can see it's very open. It's as if all the doors are opened and it's rainwater is pooling in places. You've got the smell of oil. You can see stacks of cogs and machinery and sheet metal and things.
Do people seem to be coming and going?
No, you
Okay.
don't see or hear anyone.
And just to orient me, where is the factory in relation to the pier?
It's kind of like on the pier.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a part of the
Gotcha.
pier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It runs all the way down the pier, just like a
So
boardwalk
boats
or
come
something.
up and they load,
Right,
unload.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we interested in this factory?
Interested enough to glance in the windows as we walk by.
Wait, how far away is the palace at this point?
You could see it. I mean, it's huge. It's just
Getting
around the corner.
closer.
So again, do we care about these distractions or do we want to go to the palace?
Well, the image on the postcard was on this factory, yes, as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
That postcard came from.
Abby.
Yeah.
Oh, it did come from Abby.
came
You're
straight
right.
from
She
Abby.
mentioned Mosby.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I believe it was signed Love and Kisses Abby.
That was the note from the Clockwork Child. That was Love Abby. I just want to verify postcard. I don't think there was a salutation.
I thought there was. Maybe not. Let me look real quick.
No, I thought that was from a third party because it mentions Abby is in the palace on the postcard.
You might be right. Let me look and see.
Something about Abby's doing well or
Yeah,
along
yeah.
those lines.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Dearest M made the crossing with a strange little man called Mosby. All is well. The towers of gold are magnificent, and Yhtill is a wonder. Say hello to V for me. Abigail is here. Wish you were.
Right.
Yeah. But there was no.
Yeah, there was no,
sign.
we don't know
you're
who
correct.
wrote it, but it was not from Abby
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
To my knowledge, the only thing Abby, or we assume Abby wrote was the blood on the wall, right? Or was there another letter aside from that?
She wrote the note.
The note from the
poem.
Clockwork Child, the battle, the lake.
Okay. So the checklist technically is what we're calling it, as well as the blood on the wall, we presume was her, because it was in her room.
As you approach, you don't see anyone, obviously, inside the factory. The garage doors are all open.
I don't know. To me, it's not MacGuffin, but whatever you think.
I'm okay to keep going. I mean, are we interested in finding an Ambrose fella?
I mean, he might have a way into the palace.
Yeah,
That's a possibility for sure.
Walking through the front door.
There's
a party.
what.
Probably
Need
not,
guy
an
said-
invitation.
probably not without an invitation and or a mask.
Yeah, let's find Ambrose.
Are you just walking on in?
Cautiously,
Stealthily? Alertfully?
Alertfully.
Or do we
Roll
shout out for Ambrose?
Or do you shout out for Ambrose?
Hey, you Ambrose.
Because if you shout out for Ambrose, alertness matters much less.
Crit
no.
success
Doing
on
stealth?
alertness. Past alertness.
We're doing alert.
Stealth or alertness?
What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know.
Do you want to stealth or do you want to be alert?
I'll be alert. Fail.
Okay.
fail.
Fail.
I'm
Crit
not alert.
success.
Crit success, Troy?
Pass.
Okay. You as you begin moving in, you can definitely hear noise like towards what you assume is the middle, deeper inside. Like I said, there are just stacks of cogs and wood and materials and wire and all kinds of machinery and parts and things, right? And as you're moving into this, you start to see candles lit almost as like a trail. And you can hear someone in the distance sort of muttering, "Oh, yes. Like an idea of a mask, do you? Oh, okay, this one. Right. We'll do it this one. Okay. What do you think about gold or green? Quite right. And just sort of tottering old man talking to himself. There's movement that you catch out of the corner of your eye, the two of you who pass from the stacks. Troy, Reggie sees a tall, thin man, you presume male stature, in a red robe carrying a Chiquita Bananas box. Go walking sort of from left to right, like you just catch a glimpse, like when you're at the store or something and you're in between aisles, right? You just see that person walk perpendicular to you. Flynn, Gideon notices that the Chiquita Bananas box is full of red books, but the voice of the person is in the opposite direction. We'll see what we can do about fixing that wheel. Just be patient. I know I said I'd get to it right away, but there are many, many things to do on the list. Much to build.
Have we encountered red robes before?
No.
Yes.
I figured we have.
Red? I didn't think we'd done red.
The mall where we got assassinated at, other characters, right?
Those are gold.
robes.
Yeah, I thought we only saw gold and silver. I don't remember red.
What about at the meeting that we woke up from
Oh,
with the new characters?
Oh,
maybe.
Silver.
Okay.
what about when we were running from the gas mask people? We went to those different plays. Wasn't there one where Marbus was like in a red robe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That took some time to get to. I don't remember that.
Would probably be
Plenty of
interested in the dude with the red robe. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Ambrose
big
is
guy that we
definitely
were
carrying
chasing
bananas.
through the hotel Bottlebane, what color robe was he wearing?
Big guy.
Oh, no, he was in his pajamas.
Oh yeah, that was
Wearing the mask.
Lundine.
Was he?
He
was
wasn't
in
in his pajamas. He was in a silver robe.
Oh, silver. Okay.
So that was probably Marbus with his red books because he made copies.
Yeah.
How
We have like 2 of those copies, I think.
many times are we gonna have to watch that guy die?
I don't know how many times you want to kill him.
One more.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just one more for the fans.
He says, racking his gun.
Let's stop right now and take a poll.
We've killed him on 2 other different planes. What on the third?
Yeah. And if he's at the party, kill his ass there.
Take a live poll on Facebook right now.
All right. I'm gonna proceed cautiously, keeping an eye out for Marbus or anyone else, but just trying to get a beat on this man who's talking.
Yeah, no, you can walk around the corner. You can see that candles are lit and placed haphazardly on surfaces, providing the only light. You can see there's a short, stocky man moving about a work table. Big, bushy gray beard, curly white hair. He wears a strange silvery robe that looks very familiar. He's got a giant wrench in one hand, and he's like working on a bit of machinery.
Kind of machinery. Is it like
Yes, come here. Work on the wheel
Like
now.
the lion or
with a book? This the thing the scribe.
the
book
scribe.
thing, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what to call it. Like the
Basically, in the machines we seen in Marbus's house.
Yeah.
You see the
copier
you see the
machine.
you see the clockwork child roll up, and you see him bend down and start. Yes. Clean the gear. Hold on. You see him. He reaches over the table and starts opening things up and cleaning things off. And the timing's off a bit. He grabs another tool and starts making some adjustments.
Yeah, you guys want me to go up there and choke him out?
Pull out my gun.
What are you doing there, friend?
Okay, I guess we're taking this approach.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
You see him sort of stop, sort of narrows his eyes into the darkness. Come closer, friends, where I can see you. It's been a while since I've had anyone to talk to. And he kind of goes back and starts tinkering on it again.
Your spectacles not working, or
It is dark. You guys are being quiet-ish.
You were just talking to somebody, though.
He puts his hand out towards the machine.
Does the machine talk back?
I mean,
there was a sculpture that talked back to us and came to life.
He's
so,
a-
I mean, anything, nothing's off
and
the
he
table.
taps. He kind of taps the clockwork child on the shoulder. It's a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, old Bessie. Gotcha.
I think we've met.
I think you're right.
So, what's your name? I like names. Always got to pull for the name.
Ambrose.
Ah,
please.
okay.
Please do come in. Feel free to enter my workshop.
Give him the bomb.
Believe we have something for you. It ticks.
Ambrose, it's a pleasure to meet you. one of your friends gave me this. And I hold out the bomb.
Let's go.
None of my friends would have given you that. You can put it over there if you like.
Okay. I do.
It won't work.
Why is that?
Because it keeps ticking and it's never going to hit midnight.
I'm good at these things.
Me too.
Do you manipulate time?
What a silly notion.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
What time is it now then?
Time to work.
That's not how time works. But
Time to get a watch, I say.
So was that one of your creations?
The sticks of dynamite?
No, well, the contraption, the bomb.
No. Goodness, no. I've never been asked to build anything quite like that. King has very, very specific demands.
So you work for the king?
Yes.
Are you aware of the uprising?
Yes, now.
we had a bomb. I mean, he knew something.
I mean,
we're not just carrying a bomb we're carrying a bomb, and he said that's not going to work. So he knows something.
there are people who are upset. I understand, but there are other things that I must do. Very, very busy.
Well, then
I'm happy to speak with you, though. I don't get to talk to people very often.
Why did the crazy dude tell us to come to you? He blew himself up.
Because he was setting us up.
Couldn't tell
Maybe
you.
he was setting us up. Obviously, if this guy was working for the king and this guy wanted to bring the bomb to the king, like he wanted to blow up the king's clockmaker or whatever gadget maker.
Well, he should have been more specific.
As
We
you
could have
kind of-
threw the bomb in here and ran away.
As you step in, you can see that there are multiple work tables, and you can see that there are piles and piles of things. Like, there are clearly work tables, like where you have bits and tools and so on and so forth. But then there are piles of things. You see stuff in the distance. Just various oddities. Kind of like if any of you have ever been like in a theater prop shop. Like you turn the corner and you're in antique furniture, and then you turn another corner and you're in hand props, or you turn another corner and it's just piles of stuff, but it's oddly cataloged.
So did you make all this stuff with this machine? So I'm kind of pointing around to all the...
Yes. All are surrounded by a partition of marbled glass with an open ceiling, it says. You could see crates and boxes set off to the side, some of them packed with straw with items in them.
I admire your work, friend.
Is this all the stuff? Is this all the stuff you're sending to the king?
At the king's behest, yes. I work on the marionettes and the clockwork and the things he needs.
Doesn't seem like a bad guy. There's nothing bad in here.
Listen, I give less about your king. I'm looking for my friend's daughter. I just want to take her home and get the out of here. Is that feasible?
I could do a lot of things for you. I can't get you out of here. Carcosa doesn't really have a way out.
Surely there is a way out.
Not that I'm aware of. You said you were looking for someone. Who is it?
No, so I was apologize. Was there anything I could roll to assess whether or not he's lying that there is a way out?
Human psychotherapy?
Both of those things, my human is better.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I admire your work, friend. What piece are you most proud of?
Ooh, that's a very strange question. Probably this one. There's a lot of, and he sort of indicates the various tables and crates. There's lots of things that I prepare that are sent on by them, and he sort of indicates. Remember how you guys were in the Hotel Broadman and there was like a wall of mannequins like hanging on the wall? Like there's a wall of mannequins hanging on a wall. He said they deliver things for the king and for me, but he sort of taps the clockwork child. This one's special.
Why is it? Why is that special to you?
A little more unique. There's a bit more personality. Don't have time to make something nearly as complex, but those do the job back there of deliveries. But this one, you're clever, aren't you? He says, staring right at the clockwork child.
Is that made from scratch, or is that
He sort of puts his
manipulated
hands
from
out.
something else?
He puts his hands out to all the various junk and odds and ends and metal and wood and springs and batteries and...
Well, I've lost something.
My apologies. There is one device that I am much, no offense, more proud of, but it's a little different.
Different? How?
It defies the laws of physics. Space and time. Really fun.
Did the king request it, or
Sometimes it's hard to know exactly what the king requests. I feel like it was a pet project of mine. It's been a long time.
what do you call this thing?
It doesn't really have a name, per se.
Okay, what does it do?
It allows you to travel
Anywhere?
anywhere in Carcosa.
How specific is it?
Pretty.
So if we claim a space, or if we claim a person, would it bring us there?
No, not quite like that. I can go to places.
Wow, that is quite impressive. I have lost something that is very precious to me. The thing I am most proud of is my daughter, and I haven't seen her for too long.
I'm so sorry.
Her name is Abigail.
Ah,
Do you know Abigail?
I do.
You do.
She
Where
came
is
here. She came here with Emmett some time ago.
What? That you have no idea. That's great news. How can I find her?
They left for the palace some time ago. I would imagine that they're there. Are you invited to the masquerade?
No. Is there any way you can help us with that? I would do anything to be with my daughter again.
Well, he sort of looks at you guys. I have some costumes if you'd like.
Yes.
Do you
Thank
have
you.
Do you have invitations?
I'm afraid not.
Ooh. Can you print some with your machine?
There's an idea. You don't have a single invitation. If you had just one.
I think we got one.
Wait, did we get one?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
Probably do.
do.
A single
Did
invitation.
you get that at the house that was for sale that you woke up in, or
That was the note from the Clockwork Child.
Yeah.
Daniel received an invitation.
Which character? Because that one might be dead.
Was it that old man that I met in the basement?
It was.
Oh,
Join us at the palace. A masquerade to celebrate the new king. Come to dine, come to dance, come.
So then we do.
yeah, the DeCraig.
We just need the costumes and a mask.
Yeah. If you produce that invitation, he says, you seem like nice fellows, and obviously I'd love to help you see your daughter again.
Yes.
I believe that if we go across down the way a little bit, we could get copies made.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, can we go now?
Sure.
Thank you.
Do you want to take a ride?
Is it not a short walk?
It is, but he
it's
asked.
a shorter ride?
Is it a big green tractor?
I prefer the
Big
open
white van.
No, it is. You wanted to see my machine.
Oh,
I don't want to see it that bad. Is it? I'd like to walk in the open air.
Suit yourself. If you guys want to start walking, Ambrose walks very, very slowly.
Would you like a piggyback ride? Just tell me where to go. Up you get.
Troy, make me an alertness roll.
Pass.
As you're sort of like, as they're all exiting, since you've sort of been less interacting, sort of quiet, contemplative looking, you notice that one of those workbenches, one of those desks, is completely full of identical looking cell phones.
Do they look like the cell phone that we've already come across?
Yes.
The Citri phone?
Yes.
I'll pick one up.
You see that they appear to be in various states of assembly. Some of them are half full of dirt. Some of them are closed. Each one of them has an identical scuff mark on the left-hand side.
Do any appear to be complete?
One on the end is complete. It's actually in a box. It looks like it's ready to be mailed out.
What's the address?
No address on the box.
Oh. Is the box closed?
It is not.
I would like to take the phone.
Yep. You got a phone?
The power on.
Yep. Power's up.
Go through the contacts. Are there any in there?
Oh, no. This is the old battery phone. This is the satellite phone.
Oh, the satellite phone.
oh, I thought the Whitwer phone.
Star 619.
Sorry, it's not the Whitwer phone.
Oh,
That's why I said that they were full of dirt.
yeah. I wondered that point was odd. Oh, okay.
Star 619.
I won't dial that because it's star 616.
Whatever it was.
It's Rey Mysterio's special move, 619.
Booyaka, booyaka.
But you could see that the room is full of things that seem slightly familiar.
Okay, interesting.
Cool.
To this
Commentary,
point,
Jeff?
to this point, Troy doesn't want to play the game.
No. I can hear him. I can hear him huffing and puffing over there, which means he's made a connection.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I should tell him.
Oh, well.
I mean, like this is yeah.
What
like,
are you
like
here for then,
the-
Jeff?
It's all the
To
king.
mock you mostly.
Like it's all been the king,
Yeah,
just the whole time. Like
for sure.
And either those are going to us in another timeline or to other suckers who will be drawn in. It's going to keep on happening. Before we leave, I'm taking the bomb.
Okay.
Aren't the bugs the way out?
It never worked for me. The one time I tried, I got a roll and I failed. Nothing happened. I choked on it. You had a seizure, but you went
The seizure happened after I had
somewhere.
a really descriptive dream.
Didn't we collect the bug from the last satellite phone that broke?
No.
thought so.
Yeah,
that was
and
the one he
that's the
choked
one
on.
I choked
That's the one
on.
he choked on.
Got it.
Because I had like 2 bugs. One I ate, the other I fell on.
Yeah, I
and
can't
crushed
remember.
it.
I was Franky was gone for the bug eating
Yeah,
section.
So in game, I don't think I would have that connection that is anything other than a choking hazard and something that caused my friend to have a seizure.
Probably doesn't taste very good either.
It was hallucinogenic.
Did anyone else have
First.
an experience with one?
Nobody else has eaten. What about you and I?
Okay.
I thought something weird like that happened when somebody ate a bug. I can't remember.
That was me.
Yeah, it was Lucas.
I had a hallucination where I saw a theater and a possible sexual encounter. It's
I
unconfirmed.
think you're making up that second part.
I'm trying to make it better.
He was trying to lucid dream.
I mean, you seen a sexual encounter, and it was really just when we went to the sex museum that one time.
Oh, maybe that was it.
But yeah, in theory, these phones have these bugs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can break open the phone.
You don't have to. There are half a dozen laying open right there.
No bugs.
I'm not going to decide what Troy's doing. He gets mad when I do that.
No, I'm taking the phone, the intact phone.
Yeah, you got one of the you got your Sear phone back.
And I had the bomb.
You got the bomb. Are you leaving with Ambrose then?
Yeah, I'm not taking the teleporter, but these pansies don't want to.
One and only chance to get into Dennis Detweiler's version of a TARDIS.
Nothing that makes me want to try that.
Yeah, no.
No, not really
His
at
version
all.
of anything.
It's just frightening.
And with that, you begin walking down to a place that Ambrose calls the Gallery of Shades. And I think we'll pick it up from there next time. And I think about another hour and a half or so, and we'll be there. Our title track and additional musical arrangements were provided by friend of the podcast, Ian Shannon. Find more of his work at sleepfortheweary.com. Like what you heard? Check out more episodes online at rancorsbrothel.com or the Rancors Brothel on Facebook. You can also interact with other listeners at the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Want to contact us? Reach out to @Rancors_Brothel on Twitter or via email at therancorsbrothel@gmail.com. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes. Much love, everyone.